This is a Kellenberger 1000U cylindrical grinder, Liberty number 50813.
All right, let's take a walk around here. Pretty much straightforward up front. We got the control panel. We'll fire it up in a minute. Oil, spindle. Got the digital readout up here. Let's come around here. We'll show the whole back end real quick here and come back up and we'll do a cycle or two. Workhead, nothing much up here. The DRO is nice. This has all been put on here, so this all works good. And as you pan down low, you see the two tanks down here. We got the lubrication system on board, running, hydraulics right here. We don't have all the covers on. They're laying off to the side. There's one of them here. There's 3 or 4 covers missing just so we can kind of see things here. As you come around the back here, up high, we do have an ID spindle on here, no belt currently, and all the standard levers. We're not indexing it for the sake of this video right here. Locking pin, locked for the clamp the turret. And of course this is all elevation, that's all locked. We're not going to elevate by no means. And then as you come down low here, we got the air line for the air cushion for indexing, and all the circuitry down low for the coolant system that's not currently here right now. It's on the other side there. So that's the 3-phase hanging out for it. Another 3-phase for the motor. And that's for the paper filter down there, the little micro switch. So that's all good. Coming around by the electrical panel here, if you come up front, I'll open it up. Book on top. We do have documentation here. Kellenberger, the book that came with the machine with the serial number. And we'll open it up. It's all, again, standard Kellenberger. The Rossi drives up here for the workhead. A couple of transformers and some starters. Hydraulic, wheel head. Currently temped in right here with mic cord coming in at 480 volts. That said, we'll fire it up. We'll run the wheel first, main spindle, just to listen to that. Let it run for a few seconds, shut it down, then I'll bring oil up and we'll play around with the front end here. So here is spindle. Come up in here, the oil looks good if you get close on there, crossing swords, if you can see that or zoom in. That's all working good, lubrication's up. Not bad. Yeah, it looks good, it sounds nice. We'll let this coast down, I'll bring the oil up. While that's happening, we can check the readout. I'm going to bring oil on first to lock the dial here. Hydraulics running. Hydraulic sounds really nice on this too. So I'm in the manual mode, and you can see it's down to 10s here. I'm just moving the cross feed right now. Yeah, and here's table, down low here. Let me get into neutral, yep. So I can move the table, 1 inch, yeah. That all works nice. When I do an auto cycle, you can kind of see all this moving too. You can pull back on it. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of blow through this right now. Let me get down low here. This is a low console. So right now we've got main throttle. I got them in tight so we can blow through an auto cycle here. Like I said, here's table traverse manual. And we bring it in. Head comes in automatically. I've got the head coming in automatically. And we're in neutral, so that's just on off. Do that again. I think we'll just go with a plunge feed first and maybe do a short traverse feed. Oil's on, spindle's off. Oh, here's the lift for the table, the air lift. That's on, and that shuts it off right there. Oh, headstock, before we do that, I mean the footstock, let's turn that on. That looks good, sounds good. Here's the pot for that. I'll speed it up. Runs nice. That's the Rossi drive back there. Bring it down. And 1, of course, is on all the time. 2 is with the auto cycle, which I'm not going to do right now. Just going to turn that off. That works good. And like I said, we'll do a plunge. We'll do a plunge cycle first with no Terry on, with a short Terry for the plunge feed when it backs out, and that's about it. I'm at what, 13,000s here. I think we've got a, yeah, there we go. We're just plunging in now. I can slow that down, speed it up. all the way to fine feed, which is right here. I think I had that set already. Let's see. Let it come in. Couple of tenths, shuts it down. I've got it moving really slow, but speed that up some. There we go. We're moving along now with a short dwell. There it is. One more time, all by itself. Coming in. And you can see it, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it's moving in on X, and you'll see it go to fine feed. That's a nice little setup they have, the DRO on this thing. Right there, right about there. See how it's walking it in, a little bit at a time. That's that. And then I'm just going to kick it over, shorten down the stroke here, maybe take off 3 or 4 thousandths because it's a traverse feed, and leave this alone. Put it on traverse, in feed, both directions at both ends of the table, because you got one end or the other, left or right. I'm just going to do both just to keep it moving along here. Oh, I should turn on the table first. I have that shut off for plunge feed. Let's bring that table up. That comes in. And we're kicking now right there. If you can kind of come in closer, maybe just to get a close look at this. We're resipping, and you see the dial moving. Or you can see it up there too, I'm sure, on X. Yeah. I don't know how many thousandths we're moving. I can speed that up, maybe a larger increment. Yeah, there's a big jump. There's fine feed coming up. Yeah, we're in fine feed now. What are we jumping? Couple of tenths. I'm going to speed up the table, just to show that. Almost at 0. Moving quicker here. Yeah, traverse takes a while, but we should be getting pretty close here. Did X stop yet? 26? 24, we're still moving a little bit. There it is, yeah. That's that. Just to show the table, I'm going to go back into neutral. Just spread these out a little bit and put the table on in neutral. I think we're clear. Yeah, we should be able to, there we go. Just to show table movement, slowing it down, speeding it up. Oh, I didn't show Terry. Let me show Terry on these little ones. Here's at both ends, yeah. Couple seconds maybe. Not here. Couple seconds. Yeah, it's about a 3 or 4. Shut that one off, and we'll do this side now. Here. That works. One more time. That's all good. And the only other thing is, of course, the dial in for the headstock. If I shut this off here, this guy lets it come in. If I put it on H, I think, because that's when you can bring it in on your own, or is it I? I brings it in for ID grinding. And H is, I forget if that's locked out. No, that's H. Yeah. H, you can lock it out down here. H is for a manual in and out without the auto cycle. So that's pretty much it. Was that coming out with my auto cycle? I don't even know. One last time, put that in for traverse grind. Start it up, slow it down a little bit, and that should be on. I just want to see if that comes on and off with the cycle. Cycle stop, cycle start, yeah, that comes on. And we're moving right along, or at least we should be right here. Yeah, right there. So last one. We'll let this wrap up and call it a day here. With the wheel on. So bring that up for fine feed. Oh, this stops it, by the way. I don't know for what it's worth. That stops the cycle so you can check your parts. And nothing happens. And you put that back on, and it goes back into the cycle. So that works nice too. We're almost at 0 here. Yep. Fine feed again. Feed that up. Shut that off. Done deal. Shut the wheel down. Shut the oil off. We're all good, we covered all that. Footstop works real nice, no problem there. We can't run the ID because we have no belt on it. Power on light on the electric panel over here, you see. Needs a little bit of oil later. The glass is a little bit low, but not a problem with the number 3. And yeah, that's it. We're done.